Freak Sports One. Who put this together? Joy Taylor, Skip Bayless, and Shannon Sharpe. And so if you want to know what frustrates me and what my complaints about the legacy media, I just want you to, someone put this team together to kick off Fox Sports One's new strategy, content strategy. This is like 2016, 2017. Hey, and we're going to build the show around the network around Skip Bayless, Shannon Sharpe, and Joy Taylor. And I was like, well, I'm here at FS1. I'm a teammate. I got to go along with this. But anybody that ever watched me or knows anything about me, not comfortable. I was like, wow, Shannon Sharpe just got ran out at CBS Sports for basically sexual misconduct, allegations of problems with women, abuse problems with women. And wow, we're going to pair him with Skip Bayless, and Shannon Sharpe's going to do this ghetto stick opposite Skip Bayless. And I was like, this is crazy. And look, Joy Taylor, pretty face, peanut butter skin, big cans. But what does she really have to say about the sports world? And I know her brother played in the NFL, but let's keep it real. And so when I saw this put together, I was like, this ain't really about doing sports TV. This is about a debauchery, a buffoonery, a minstrel show, a sexual degeneracy. And this is just all off instincts. It's just like, look at this combination. The old white man that's trying to pretend that Lil Wayne is his best friend and that he's hip and cool. No self-awareness from Skip Bayless, no real confidence with Skip Bayless. Because there's no 70-year-old person that wants to pretend they're best friends with a rapper who's 30, 40 years younger than them. And I'm not trying to take pot shots at Lil Wayne. He's got a lane. He's chosen that lane. He's hip-hop, he's rap. What 70-year-old, well, yeah, I'm hip-hop and I'm rap and I wear gym shoes and Air Jordans. It was just Skip Bayless as the foundation of this. Like, this is crazy. This is someone in an identity crisis. And then they partner him with someone who clearly, if all these allegations and what used to be said about Shannon Sharpe before it all got erased on Wikipedia because he's got the right powerful lawyers and the right backing, it all gets erased. Like, hey, he had these problems at CBS Sports. He's had all these allegations from women and baby mamas and all this other stuff. And it's like, oh, this is who we're going to partner together with, a 70-year-old white guy that's got an identity problem. Let's put the 50-year-old, 53-year-old sexual pervert, let's partner those two guys together. And let me walk that back, because at that time, Shannon was probably 48, 49 years old. And then let's drop in some eye candy who flashes her big cans every chance she can and, has this, hey, my brother is a Hall of Fame football player, and these big cans and peanut butter skin and my brother are my qualifications. Let's all drop that into a bucket, and boom, we've got a TV show that can lead a network. Real Estate Agents I Trust connects you with top-performing real estate agents in your area. These aren't just any professionals. They're carefully vetted to ensure they're leaders in their field. They're experts who know the ins and outs of best practices, thrive in the wild housing market. Beyond their skills, they share our core values that me and you both believe in. Real Estate Agents I Trust. The name really does say it all. Visit realestateagentsitrust.com. That's realestateagentsitrust.com. This was all put together by Jamie Horowitz. You've heard me talk about him on this show many times. And he is the architect of Embrace Debate. And at the root and the foundation of that, as we look back now with clear eyes and all this information, I knew it off instincts. I was trying to give off smoke signals off instincts and off of just life experience. Like, there's no substance to this. This is a minstrel show being put together, a sexual minstrel show. And I objected, but people weren't ready for that truth. And so I looked like a hater and jealous, and oh my God, Whitlock just wishes that was him. And I was like, no, I can see where this is going. And now that the information is here, now that it's all been revealed, can you see what's at the root of popular TV culture? It's a sexual degeneracy plot, scheme. It's a different form of Pizzagate. It's a different form of Epstein Island. It's the symptoms of that. I'm not calling any of these people pedophiles, but sexual degeneracy is a slippery slope. It's like, oh, well, this is the harmless form of sexual degeneracy. And people want to disconnect it from the predatory form of sexual degeneracy, and you cannot do it. So you normalize in the culture through mainstream television and shows what appears to be a harmless form of sexual degeneracy. And so you put a group of degenerates together and you mix them in a pot, and then you just let nature take its course. And so Shannon Sharpe, because he's got all these sexual issues, and Jamie Horowitz has said, hey, bro, we're going to put you in a minstrel clown suit, and you're going to put a do-rag on, and you're going to come on here and talk ghetto, and you're going to come on here and just scream white racism, while pretending you smoke blunts and drink Hennessy. You're going to play the role of the drunk, high, ghetto Negro, and Skip Bayless is going to play the role of the white oppressor who pretends to be your best friend and pretends to be a wannabe hip-hop artist at 70. And we've got the highly sexualized, tits out eye candy that sits here and puts a pretty face and smiles as all this debauchery and buffoonery goes on. And I had a problem with it because it is a slippery slope. And so as we sit here today, now with all the information we've learned through lawsuits, Joy Taylor, hey, she's sleeping with one of her bosses, according to Nushin Faraji. And that's how she got her job. And she was willing to accuse Charlie Dixon of raping, assaulting, forcing her to have sex if necessary. She sounds a lot like, what's her name? Gabrielle Zuniga, the woman blackmailing, suing Shannon Sharpe. She just sounds like a older, peanut butter skin, she's got big cans, whereas Gabrielle Zuniga has a big butt. But these are birds of a feather. And so, do you see and you got Shannon Sharpe and the minstrel role. It's all a big pot. And they normalize it on television, and then they just let the slippery slope take over. And some of you are like, oh, I don't see the connection. These are adults. Shannon Sharpe's a grown man. And if he's 54 and hitting on 19 and 20-year-olds at the gym, those are consenting adults. There's nothing wrong with that. And if Skip Bayless is, and so I don't know if I buy that Skip Bayless offered Nushin $1 million to clap those cheeks. I don't know if I buy that. But it certainly was alleged. He certainly was in some sort of conversation where these things were either said in jest or he was letting it be known. Hey, I'll put a price tag on them cheeks. Well, what did Shannon Sharpe's girl, Gabrielle, say? $25K a cheek. This is all sex for hire in the television industry. And y'all know me. Y'all have listened to me. I'm very familiar with all of this. And I'm not sitting up here as some prude acting like I'm distant from it. But I'm very aware of the consequences of it. That when your leaders of industry, your people that are being installed at the top of the social media matrix or the television matrix, if they're all connected to some form of sexual degeneracy, public sexual degeneracy, if 70-year-old white man has to go on TV and pretend like, hey, my best friend is Lil Wayne, who makes profane, highly sexualized music, and that's my best friend. That's a message being sent to, hey, look, let's usher this into the mainstream, this sexual degeneracy. And if the black character that they choose has to play the role of a minstrel, a drunk, high, do-rag wearing, country music talking, ghetto country, and white people are all racist, if that's the role he has to play, there's a message being communicated. And if the qualifications for hosting a sports talk show are big tits and peanut butter skin, there's a message being sent. Help us grow the Fearless Army. Pound that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with all your fearless friends.